we're going to talk about My Account really quickly, because this is something that you should be well versed enough in that you can communicate adequately to patrons about. This is their interface to get in, customize their experience with the library, interact with you and the library in general from their homes, remotely, via the internet, whatever. To access the My Account feature, they're going to use either their library card number or a username if that's been established, and then their PIN that has been supplied to them, or their password. Hopefully they change their password. By going in there, they will come to this first account summary page. You can see a lot of information is reflected here, including when their account expires, what things they currently have checked out or on hold, what things are available for pickup, if they have holds available for pickup, things related to fines and fees, what fines they owe, what payments they have made. You'll also see up in the upper right-hand corner, there is some more summary information. Again, the checkouts, the holds, the fines, but then also you can see the indication that there's a message available here for, in this case, Kayla. So if we look at the fiscal summary, you can see how much money they still owe and what it is for. If a patron wants to pay through the My Account, it's important to articulate to them that they can only pay the total amount reflected here. If they want to pay a partial amount, they have to do that in the library or in a library. And then if I want to look at the payments side of the fiscal summary, you can see all of those different things, when they paid these fines, and then they have the opportunity to either print or email receipts for their records. The print is not the prettiest looking thing ever, but it is, again, it's a documentation of that bill being paid. The next tab is the Messages tab, and from the patron or the staff side, we established this, wrote this message, this publicly viewable note for Kayla, and now you can see what it looks like from the patron side. By selecting that note, there are then actions that can be done, whether it is to mark it as read or unread, or to delete it, or by clicking on the subject, that will actually go to that message. In the items checked out, you can see things that are currently checked out, and if it is enabled, and this is an opt-in thing, you can go to the checkout history. And from there, that's where a patron can renew selected titles if there are renewals available. I'm going to skip through there. Also, there are things you can check through. They can check on their holds, whether things on holds, things that they have had on hold. And again, this is another thing that they have to opt in. Both the holds history and the checkout history are opt-in that they must do through the My Account feature. That's not something that staff can do for them. Again, there are actions that can be done on selected records there. Now, if we go into account preferences, there are then within that 4 tabs. And I'm not going to go through all of them because we are coming up on time, but I want to show you the things that they can do here. They can change their username. So they can change it from their barcode, which is the default, to their preferred username. They can also change their password, and it is recommended that they change it from the PIN to the password. They can also update their own email address. Skip through that. Then we can go into notification preferences. There's a lot that they can update here. It does, there is a specific way that the mobile number needs to be formatted, and there is explanation for that. That is true in the staff account as well, where the phone number, default phone number, includes hyphens between the area code, then between the first 3 and last 4 digits of that number, whereas in the mobile number there are no spaces, no dashes, no hyphens, anything. It's just numeric digits that are included in there. And then they can opt in or out of things. Here, this is going to determine how things display when they do search. You can also set up their own preferred search location and their preferred pickup location, which can be helpful if they live in one Evergreen, Indiana library area, but they work in another one, and maybe it's more convenient to pick things up in the second one, even if it's not their home library. And then this is also where patrons have the option to opt in to keeping a history of checked out items and or holds.